Well, just like the people who wanted to do this, that was quite a roller coaster. Basically what happened is a lot of people wanted to go on a 3-year-long worldwide cruise. This was supposed to be a big ship, obviously, with all these people who would take a worldwide cruise for 3 years, as I said, visiting many different nations, many different locations. But of course, this is a very expensive venture. So the people who are pretty set on taking this decided, you know what, it's about time I pull up my roots anyway. They sold their houses, some people, kind of invested their life savings at some points, and decided this cruise is what I'm going to do for 3 years. And at the very end, I'll sort everything out and I'll just have this wonderful period of vacation. Well, that's not quite what happened. Unfortunately, the scheduled date was getting near, November 1st, and it was pushed back to November 11th, which is not a big deal, but people were like, okay, 10 more days of figuring out where to live because I sold my house, and just waiting, that's fine. And the location changed too, departure location. And then it got pushed back again to November 30th. And that was quite annoying as well, but doable, of course. If you are going on a 3-year-long vacation, you'll have some backup plans here and there. And then it was canceled. Completely, fully canceled. And this was obviously a huge blow to everyone involved. This was something that they couldn't even believe would happen, the plans falling through this much. And not only that, they didn't have a boat. So the reason they canceled it was because the ship that they were originally trying to buy was bought by another person. They couldn't find a replacement. They couldn't find any way to actually get this going. And so they had to cancel. Now, people, of course, were not very happy about this. And they're like, what do? We literally gave up our entire life for this trip. So the company, I believe it was called, actually, I don't remember what it was called. You can read the article. Something Cruises. Said, okay, what we'll try to do is just do a smaller boat. Mm-hmm. Well, the logistics didn't work out on that one and they had to cancel it again. So a different companies stepped up and said, hey, look, we do have a ship and let's go ahead and try this out. Well, the article doesn't say, and I didn't have time to research why, but they also had to back out in the end. Yes. So these poor people were on the brink of their life, like their dream vacation, 3-year-long dream vacation, selling their house, investing their life savings, all for it to be a roller coaster, resulting in everything being dashed, raising their spirits and completely ruining them within months of each other. Mm-hmm. Poor people. So the company had no other option but to try to give refunds as best as they could. Of course, as that company, they probably did invest some of that money into the actual cruise because that's how things work. So we're not quite sure how it's going to end up, but in any case, it ends up in heartbreak, I suppose. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. What a dream gone wrong.
I mean, a nightmare at this point now, right? Mm-hmm. Now, would you've done a month, but imagine that month times 36. Mm-hmm. Is that correct?
So I'm not good at math. 3 years. Do you want to go for 3 years?
Yes. 12, 24, 36. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Woo! Would you do a 36-month long vacation? Why or why not?
I totally would.
Okay.
Oh my God. If someone's going to pay for that, if someone's going to give me the ability to be on vacation for 3 years, totally. But I can't really see that ever being a realistic possibility with my income and my lifestyle, which is fine. But, you know, if someone's going to offer me that dream, if I'm going to win on Oprah, you know, you go on Oprah, you win a holiday and you win a holiday.
Look under your seat. There's a holiday.
It's a 3-year cruise. Oh, God, but a cruise,
then.
No.
Yeah.
There ain't no amount of money in the world that would get me on a cruise.
What would you do for 3 years? Not cruise, obviously.
Oh, well, travel around the world.
Okay.
Not on a boat. But yeah, from place to place, I'm sure I could easily spend 5 years traveling the world if funds would allow me to do that. That would be amazing.
I promised myself 4 years in Korea before deciding whether to leave or not. And I realized it is impossible to fully experience any country in 4 years. And you think like, that's so much time. It's not enough time. No. It's never enough.
Countries are big, history is long, culture is broad and deep and ever-changing. So.
Correct. Oh, that is true. Nuts. That's why I want to live for thousands, if not millions of years.
You'd need it to really understand the world. But then after 1,000 years, everything would have
changed.
Yeah. So you'd have to learn it all again.
That's why life would never be boring. People who think that they don't want to live for a long time, life would never be boring.
If you had infinite funds.
What you would, we don't want to get into this debate because we have a whole article, but you would have nearly infinite funds since you would be a long-term, very long-term investor in the world.
Hadn't thought of that.
And if like you save your money for 100 years of working, that's going to be quite a lot.
Yeah.
So you have time.
Okay. Good point, well made.
Anyways, have you ever been delayed while traveling?
Yes. Delayed so long, in fact, I've missed a connecting flight and had to stay over in a hotel in Frankfurt once. I think actually the only time I stayed overnight was Frankfurt, but yeah, we've had some pretty massive delays. Usually the shorter flights around Europe. The weather is perhaps worse, or I don't know why. But yes,
that sounds
many times
terrible.
Annoying.
Oh, my worst was like an hour.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, or 2 hours, but it's like not nearly compared to that. Ooh. Well, go ahead and think about your worst travel experience while you look at the vocabulary and let it cheer you up from that bad experience. And we'll see you in the next article.
Brink.
Brink.
Baffling.
Baffling.
Crux.
Crux.
Tough call.
Tough call.
Fall through.
Fall through.